right, Americans, I just wanted to ask you a question. I'm about to do a countdown to see how long is it going to take before Democrats decide that they want to be on the side of Americans. And especially with all of the information that's coming out of DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, I want to see how long is it going to take before one Democrat is at least the least bit interested in all of the fraud and corruption that's been taking place in our government. It's really mind-boggling to me. I'm like, this should be one of those issues that everybody should be working on together. Every innocent American should be asking, why is it that the U.S. Treasury can't account for $4.7 trillion because none of this money that they dispersed was coded? Therefore, if it's not coded, they don't even know where the money went. When is a Democrat going to ask that? Or when is a Democrat going to ask about the $2.7 trillion from Medicare that was sent overseas to people who aren't eligible? Because I can't think of anyone who lives overseas that would be eligible for Medicare. Yet and still you hear all of them talk about Donald Trump is cutting Medicare. Donald Trump is cutting the $2.7 trillion in corrupt funding that's gone to Medicare recipients that do not even qualify for Medicare. And then I want to know, when is a Democrat going to ask? The Pentagon lost $2.5 trillion, and that's just like in one audit that they cannot account for. When are they going to be concerned about that, just like I am, or just like you are, or any other taxpayers? Because guess what we do? We go to work every day, and then we put our money, send our money to Washington, and then we have people up there doing whatever they want to with it. And then we even have congressmen or senators like Chuck Schumer that says that Americans like you, Americans like me that work every day, we don't want to pay taxes. We don't want to pay taxes for them to spend it on whatever they want to, and them to create NGOs, and those NGOs do whatever they want them to do. So anyway, I still want to ask, when are they going to be upset that the Department of Education blew $50 million a year on gender ideology on our kids? Most of us, if they polled most of the American citizens, they'll find out that a great majority of us do not even believe in this gender ideology. This is something that they just came up with in the last couple of years, and none of us have ever heard of, and none of us wanted to hear of it. But anyway, I just have to ask, when are they going to start asking about USAID? And that one's a big one. They did whatever they wanted to. They had NGOs going all over the world. They were going in other countries and messing with the political structures of other countries to, over $50 billion? And then, we've even heard that USAID has also over $2 trillion of unaccounted for expenses that they had. So I just want to know, do you think that the Democrat Party is ever going to get on the side of Americans? And that's just one thing. We haven't even started tariffs. Why are Democrats why are they supporting China? And although China has a $295 billion deficit with the United States, which means that China brings all of their goods over here and sell it, and that's why we know every time we pick up something that says made in China, but they don't let us do that. We can't do that. But you don't hear any Democrats on the side of Americans when it comes to even China, when it comes to government fraud and waste, when it comes to deporting criminal illegal immigrants. And so I just have to ask, do you ever think they're going to be Americans again? Just my question. Please comment on it and make sure that you follow me on here. Thank you.